So we're starting another build, and the reason we're doing so many of these is several parts of them take sometimes a few weeks to do. So to keep the episodes rolling, we're going to actually do a bunch of these kind of almost in parallel, just slightly tiered a little bit so that we have something to show you for different segments. We came up with the idea, let's basically not have an idea. Let's go look at the domain auctions, find a domain that gives us the idea. I ran across one that I immediately had an idea for and kind of started laughing from it. The domain was Zeniors, spelled like seniors, but replace the S with a Z, and it's a .com. And so I started bidding on it. It was priced very reasonably, but kind of got into a bidding war, so you'll get to see how that goes. And ended up paying more than I would have liked for it, but hey, it's for you guys. This one's going to be a fun build. The idea that I had for it was, what if we created this website that had a searchable database of all retirement communities, assisted living, all the way up to skilled care, with any services that they would need to make those golden years a tad more golden. The idea with the Z in front of it, there was this character years ago who was this vigilante hero. This character is Zorro, but the idea would be we'd have some sort of tagline where something to the effect like, where our parents and grandparents get to be heroes again. So all we've done so far is pick the domain. And I'm going to show you how we did that, how we got it at auction, the bidding process, and let's get started.
So here you can see Zeniors.com here in the list, and currently there's no bids on it. It's at $10.99. So we basically start the process, got an hour left. During this time, I figured we need to make sure that there are no trademarks on it. So we go to the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office and do a search for Zeniors. We didn't find anything, so let's do a search for the singular just to make sure there's nothing there either. And good enough, there's not. So then I thought, well, let's make sure there's nothing for Zorro so that we can use it. And of course, there are some live ones, but as we went through and started looking through each one, they weren't relevant. Basically, the original Zorro for the Vigilante has long since expired. So basically, we can have a little bit of fun with this. And it's kind of in parody anyway. Like I said, we went through and looked at every one of these that had live trademarks just to verify, because you don't want to buy a domain that you find out you can't use later, especially if you've dumped a lot of money into that domain. After we were diligent on this search, then we started getting back to the bid time, and now as you can see we have 6 minutes and 15 seconds left. So I ended up getting into a bidding war, and along the way as we were recording this, we ended up having a little hiccup in the recording, and so it didn't get the full things, unfortunately. But we ultimately ended up paying $466 for this domain, which was more than I had hoped, because it would have been awesome if we could have got this for $20, $30. But hopefully you'll see with what we do with it that you can take a $466 domain and turn it into something so much bigger. So there it is. Hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you hit that subscribe button. Take care.